All right, so listen, this is a clip. Like I said, somebody shared to me, tagged me in it, and asked me to review it. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. Y'all know on the Financial Show, we don't talk about people, we talk about ideas. All right, so there'll be no name calling. Not really. We might give labels, factual labels, but no name calling. We ain't calling nobody out their name. So without further ado, let's check out this clip. And y'all tell me if y'all believe it or not.
Do you realize you've been paying your bills for years, not knowing that in 1933, the United States enacted a House Joint Resolution 192 that pretty much eliminated the obligation for you to pay your bills?
All right, so they're saying that the Congress is going to eliminate the need for us to pay bills. I want y'all to keep this in mind.
In this law, the reason why they created this law is because around this time, the United States went bankrupt and there was no gold in existence.
So can somebody tell me that there's no gold in existence, but why they're still mining gold? Marquia, did you know they're not mining gold anymore?
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Okay, because I mean, people still wearing gold chains, but okay.
So when you think about it, dang, these companies are coming after us for debt. And in that act right there, it clearly says that the public cannot pay for debt lawfully. So now you have these companies coming after you, debt collectors, so on and so forth, feel like you're being harassed. But after 1933, I want you to know, did you know that there was laws put in place? There was remedies put in place.
So I have to say this, right? 1933, long time ago, almost 100 years ago, or what, 11 years shy of 100? So we're like 89 years shy of that. Just real quick. So if corporations can't get paid, wouldn't they have gone bankrupt a long time ago?
Put the horn. Somebody put the horns on. Put the horns on this man. Cause what? Cause what?
I mean, wouldn't they have gone bankrupt? And I mean, all these corporations have major lobbyist firms, and they're promoting their interest every day of the week on K Street down in Washington. But I don't know.
To pay your bills, there are literally forms on the IRS.com put in place to
not .gov.com. Maybe that was a flub.
Cancel your debt. But again, people will continue to say that what I'm saying is flack, but what I'm telling you is that you can go on irs.gov and it will literally have the info right there on there, okay, with the instructions, okay? So what I want you to take from this video is the fact that your bills are prepaid and you don't.
So all the bills are prepaid. Everybody can just run it up, never pay their electric, never pay their gas bill, never pay their real estate tax. Wow, I wonder how society actually functions.
Don't have to use your dollars to pay for your bills, okay? In my bio, I have a 750.
Oh, in his bio, he has a 750 what?
Accelerator.
Accelerator.
That's going to help you.
Why do you need an accelerator to get a 750 credit score if you ain't got to pay bills?
Build your credit from point A all the way to.
How is that?
Right, that doesn't exist, right?
Point B and give you debt to charge resources. So what I want you to do is click the link in my bio. Do you realize you've been paying?
Tomatoes.
You gonna throw tomatoes at him?
Tomatoes. Let me off the leaks. Tag me in.
So listen, everything for this show and the Financial Show is for education and entertainment purposes only.
It's only entertainment.
Just want y'all to know nothing on here is an endorsement. Nobody's telling you to go do anything. The whole point of the Financial Show is to help you upgrade your financial understanding, your financial literacy, your financial IQ, so you can take control of your money. That's why we review this stuff. So IRS, we can go on IRS and figure out ways to get free money, but who is exactly the IRS? Marquia, I know you're not a tax professional, but I am a fan of how you explain tax stuff. So would you like to tell the people what the IRS does and who they are?
So the IRS, to me, like if I had to envision it, to me, it's a white man standing over my shoulder when I get my paycheck. And what this white man does is he, before I start counting my coins, he be like, I'm gonna need this and this. All right, you good. You can spend it now. And then at the end of the year, I gotta fill out my paperwork to tell him how much I gave him. And then if it don't match, he gonna make me pay more.
Damn, you did it better than me. I mean, that's pretty accurate. Uncle Sam or Uncle Scam is portrayed to be a white guy. So, don't hit us with being anti-Semitic or anti-white. We ain't got time for none of that. But here is the technical terminology for the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. The Internal Revenue Service is the main taxing authority for the United States. Basically, it's a tax collector for the United States of America. I wonder what forms we're going to get from the IRS to tell us that we can't pay debt. Now, they'll give you a form to say they canceled debt because it was discharged from a corporation or some other business dealing that then the individual has to claim on their personal income tax, their 1040 form as income. But I've never heard that before. What do you think, Markia?
So the three forms that they typically use to do this is the 1099 OID, the 1099A, and the 1099C. And this kind of ties into something about sovereignty. I know a lot of you have heard about sovereign citizens. This is something that I often encounter in those communities. And I really, really try my best to stay away from them, if you want me to be honest with you, because it becomes sort of an ethics battle after a while. What they do is they falsify the information on these documents and they submit them to the government. The IRS is actually...
Wait a minute. You're going live. You're going kind of fast. So when you say sovereignty, what exactly is sovereignty?
Think of it like this. You've heard of kids who have emancipated themselves from their parents, right? And they become an adult, no matter what their age is. When you emancipate yourself from your parent, you become a separate entity from your parent. So they're no longer responsible for you. People who claim their sovereignty or become sovereign citizens emancipate themselves from the federal government. And so they no longer are bound by the laws or the rules that we have to abide by as citizens. That is what sovereignty is purported as. Whether or not you should become a sovereign citizen, that's not what's up for debate. More power to you. Do your research, make the decision that best works for you and your lifestyle. However, this particular scheme or scam of filling out these 1099 forms and sending them into the government to have them pay your bills is exactly that, a scheme and a scam. It is something that they have done and capitalized on because they got away with it. It's just like everything else. People who sell food stamps, that's illegal, but they're going to keep doing it because they keep getting away with it. And they keep telling other people, girl, sell your stamps to get a couple dollars, girl, because it works. But that doesn't make it legal. What these people
now,
are
did you
going
bring
on,
up food stamps because I told you one of my clients tried to pay me food stamps?
Oh my God, I did though. That's exactly why I brought that up.
Are you out here dry snitching? Even though I put it on Instagram, but okay. All right. So they create this emancipation type thing and they say they can't or they shouldn't or they don't have to pay any taxes, right?
Right. So the theory is that America went bankrupt. The story is America went bankrupt a long time ago and they started using people as collateral for that debt. So like every person has like secret bank accounts in the US Treasury that just holds all of this money. And so these 1099 forms that they are sending into the IRS claims that quote unquote secret money. And that is the money that is then used to pay off the debt.
And people charge people to get access to this knowledge, right?
Absolutely. I've seen thousands of dollars and then half the time you don't even walk away with a worksheet. It's like you got to go sit in a room with no windows and have conversations. Like people spending bank to do this.